Hi guys, it's your boy Kunle Hologon. On this week's episode of our mystery video, we have a stunning story for you. The story that will make you to take a decision about your life if you are thinking of settling with someone that you met online. Let's get straight into it. It's about a gentleman that lives in Nigeria and a lady that lives in the UK here. So these two people, the lady and the guy, met online. As I understand it is via Facebook. They met each other. They fell in love with each other. The love got so heated that they communicate every day. I mean, up to 3-4 times a day. They know where they travel to in their various countries that they are both, residing. So long story short, they both agreed that they should go to Dubai to meet, to catch up there, which probably is a lot easier if the gentleman in Nigeria is going to apply for UK visa. It might take some time. So they both agreed that they will travel to Dubai. They did travel to Dubai. He left from Nigeria for Dubai, and she left from the UK to Dubai as well. They caught up in Dubai. They met each other. They were so happy. They traveled to every part of, notable places in Dubai, Burj Khalifa and a number of those. Took a lot of pictures. That it was like a love that you have dreamed of from the time that you were born. Both of them fell in love with each other. They enjoyed their trip to Dubai and they both returned to Nigeria and the UK. So what then happened was that they both agreed that they would tie knot, that they should get married in Nigeria. This lady is a British citizen. She lives here in the UK, and clearly if she can get married to him in Nigeria, she can easily bring him into the country. So she traveled to Nigeria. They introduced themselves to each families. They had their introduction. They had their wedding. It was a glamorous wedding. A big wedding. They enjoyed each other. That all the families were involved and they enjoyed themselves in Nigeria. Long story short, she traveled back to the UK and she invited them to come and join her. She sent all the necessary documents. He was granted the visa. He came in to join her outside of London, where they both live. And this is where things turned around for both of them. This gentleman came in. He was looking for a job that could pay the bill in the house. But what I understand from him is that the wife was always angry, always upset that the money is not sufficient, that it was dropping. There were series of arguments that he will go out and come back. By the time he comes back, he's dropping less than half of the bill in the UK every month. And she has been supporting, making sure she's able to sustain the family. At some point, this guy was frustrated that the wife would tell him that there is no sex for probably a month or two, and she will also go out with her friends. They go partying, enjoying themselves, and by the time she comes back to the house, he will prepare food for her, do everything for her. He was just being maltreated by her because he was not able to drop enough money to support the bills. Also, another shocking thing that was revealed was that this gentleman has previously traveled to the UK on a student visa. Whilst he was in the UK, he tried to work. He did a number of things, and unfortunately for him, the house he was living, he failed to pay the electricity and gas bill. He was owing the electricity and gas bill, and then he traveled to Nigeria. For those that are not familiar with the life in UK, if you drop your details with electricity or gas or any credit company or any organization, and they keep writing letters to you and you did not respond, they can take you to court, and from there you can get what is known as CCJ, which is County Court Judgment. If you have this CCJ, it simply means you cannot work in the UK. Many jobs you cannot take up because you will be deemed as someone that has not, fulfilled your credit obligation in terms of all the credit that you've been given and you did not pay back. It simply means that you will not be able to work in the bank. You will not be able to be given credit anymore because you are not credit worthiness anymore. So the name of this gentleman and his date of birth has been entered, and he has got CCJ. So he could not get a quality job, even like security job or all sort of jobs that could help him financially to pay his bills. He could not meet up to get these jobs because he has CCJ on his record. He tried to get into a professional environment as well, working as a PMO, BA, or testers, but because of that CCJ, it was an impediment. It was being, everywhere he get to, it's been turned down because a CRB check will be carried out in his name. And unfortunately, the CCJ will be revealed and the job will be withdrawn. So this continued to happen. Unfortunately, the lady could not bear it anymore. And what then happened, at some point, this gentleman was coming home from work. Could you imagine you are going home after work and you get to the front of your house and you decided to keep walking down the street because you don't know what will happen when you step into that house? This is not a good experience at all. I feel for that gentleman. So unfortunately, this continued to go on. It now turned to, this lady saying that she cannot continue anymore. She's fed up of him. She's not interested in him anymore. And eventually, the marriage crashed. And by the way, between the time they met each other and the time they got married was 4 months. And by the time he came in, stayed for a few months, and eventually by the 7th, 8th, 9th month, the marriage crashed. They could not be together anymore because she could not hold it. And this gentleman now is not sure what he can do. He is just roaming around the street. He is not sure what will happen to me. He has decided to go leave the house and go and get a small house that he can be living, like 1 room. And he is not sure what will happen to him in terms of his immigration status. This is something that is still ongoing at the moment. But I thought, let me share this information with everyone so that we can learn our lesson from it. What lesson can we learn from this? A lot of lessons to learn. Maybe they could have taken their time before they decided to settle down together, because I'm not sure if meeting someone online and getting married between the 1st and the 4th month is good enough. I don't think you can know someone completely for 4 months. Even those that you are married for 10 years, you are still discovering a number of new things in that marriage that sometimes could shock you. How much less 4 months? So I don't think that period of time is enough to say we want to tie knots, we are going to settle down. And also I'm thinking that when they met each other, was it that there was no proper communication? Was it that there was no proper planning? Was it that she never prepared her mind that she will be the one that will be sorting the bills whilst this guy comes into the country to settle in? You can't just arrive in the UK and you suddenly start making a lot of money and be contributing to supporting bills in the family overnight. You have to pay your dues. It takes time to settle. That is why they call it life in UK. There is an exam you do before you get your naturalization in the UK. They call it life in the UK test. It takes a period of time. And every day you live in the UK, every month you spend in the UK, you are learning a lot of lessons. Even our transportation alone in the UK is a massive lesson. Because I remember when I arrived in the UK and my brother was showing me the map of underground, where you have so many lines in different colors. My brother was saying to me at that time that, oh, when you get to Canning Town, you take a Jubilee line that you're going to Canary Wharf. I said, what are you talking about? What is Canning Town? In fact, as a matter of fact, this map that you are showing me, different lines, I don't understand what this means. What are these different colors? Until I found out myself that those are actually trains. The trains are in different colors, and every train station they put there, they are like the stops for each of those trains. It took me time to understand this. Maybe you can understand it at one go when you see it. Depends on who explained that to you. So there are so many things to learn in your life in the UK that we I think that probably they could have, done better. And also, before they got married, they say counseling, because it's never going to be rosy from this beginning. You will discover a lot of things in your partner that you've never seen before. It's worth going through counseling before you settle in that marriage. Because I've seen someone that go into the marriage and they walk out. That's another story for another time. I'm going to bring that to you. This is someone that I'm so close to. So, I mean, things happen in marriage. Are they prepared to go through those turbulence time? Maybe it caught them unaware, especially the lady, and she couldn't get on with it, and she decided to opt out. Another thing she will say is snoring. Many men snores when they work hard. Some ladies snore as well. How do you manage that in marriage? Is that enough for you to walk away from that marriage? So this is something that we need to learn from. Before you get married to someone, try to know them as much as you can. Think if you can settle your life with them. Can you actually live with them? Think about it. Can you live the rest of your life with such a person before you even go into it? Because you are likely to be there for the rest of your life. Oftentimes, marriage in Africa is between two families. So it's always hard for individuals that are involved to walk away from that marriage. Maybe these days when they live abroad, it's a lot easier compared to when they were living back home in Africa then. So hopefully we have all learned a massive lesson here. Think about it before you settle in your marriage with anyone. Try to know each other very well. And don't just assume that it will come into the country and start making money overnight. Hopefully this video has helped someone for this week. Remember, we have a lot of these videos coming your way. So if you are yet to subscribe to K90 channel on YouTube, please kindly do so. Also, please don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching this video, and bye for now.